most of all, ensure his legacy would carry on through me. Striving to live up to the name has been the greatest honor of my life. When I was young, my father gave me and my brother a poem that Papa had given to him. I'd like to read it to you because it speaks to my relationship with my grandfather and what being his grandson meant to me. It's called Your Name. You got it from your father. It was all he had to give. So it's yours to use and cherish for as long as you may live. If you lose the watch he gave you, it can be replaced, but a black mark on your name, son, can never be erased. It was clean the day you took it, and a worthy name to bear. When he took it from his father, there was no dishonor there. So make sure you guard it wisely. After all is said and done, you'll be glad the name is spotless when you give it to your son. He didn't just teach me life lessons, he showed me how it was done. I think of him every time I give a firm handshake and look someone in the eye. I think of him when I take my hat off in a restaurant, because if he were there, he would have smacked it off my head. I think of him when I'm with my loved ones and remember that no amount of raviolis on this earth could ever outweigh the importance of family. Like my sister Elizabeth recently said, he was Papa to anyone who met him. But to me, he was so much more. This isn't goodbye, this is I'll see you later. I love you, Papa.
Good afternoon. Thank you for being with our family here today and to pay tribute to Papa. For those of you I haven't had the pleasure of meeting yet, my name is Sam, grandson of Papa, and just wanted to share with you a few quick thoughts. Of course, the loss of a family member is always a sad time for everyone, but when I think of my time with Papa, I'll think of the good times and I'll think of the memories and the things that he taught me. I remember when I was really young, he would drive me around in a golf cart at Salem, make me get out and go introduce myself to people and go shake their hands and they're walking off the green. And as a kid, I thought he was just trying to embarrass me, but what I learned as I got older is he was teaching me to have a firm handshake, look someone in the eye, have your shoulders back, present yourself. He taught me that relationships mean everything and those first impressions are incredibly important. I remember in middle school getting in trouble and I was up in my room grounded, no surprise there. And my mom comes in, she goes, Dad's real upset with you and I think you should probably go spend some time with Mama and Papa in Salisbury. Of course I had to pretend like I was sad, but in my mind I was thinking, great, I get to go hang out with Papa and I'm gonna go hang out on the beach, we can go get food, we can go do whatever we want. The thing was, you were never in trouble for very long when you were with Papa. And he wanted to forgive you and move on because being with his family was the most important thing. And a little later on, when I was having difficulties academically or professionally, you know, he'd call and always make an effort to stay in touch when I moved away and I was out of the loop. And you'd always end the call saying, Sammy, baby, I'm proud of you. You'll get through it. You know why? You're a Sutera. And I often looked down at that name on my chest, and that was all the strength I needed. And I've leaned on that heavily throughout my life and my career. In 2020, I was in the car with Papa, and we're talking. The conversation kind of dies. And unprovoked, he said, and I quote, wrote this down so I'd have the actual quote. He said, you know, Sam, I'm 87. I can look back at my life and honestly say I have no regrets. I was very lucky in business and very lucky to have a healthy family. What more could I ask for? End quote, March 2020. To me, like throughout this time, it's obviously difficult for the family, but that's something that I've read and I've come back to, and that's brought me peace. He wasn't robbed of a childhood or an opportunity to have his own family. He had a great life. He was successful. He was great to his family and his friends, and the amount of people here is testament to that. So thank you for being here with us today. Love you, Papa. Thank you.